Have you ever shopped online to find a cheaper alternative to that branded item you were looking for, just to find out that that bargain wasn't such a great deal after all? Turns out, the same goes for industrial-grade thermocouple probes. While out of the box you might not see much difference between that off-brand thermocouple probe and one of our high-accuracy Super Omegaclad XL or Inconel probes, but down the road, it's a whole other story. To demonstrate, we put our Super Omegaclad XL and our standard Inconel probes up against some of our competitors' similarly spec'd probes in a battery of long-term tests, and the results speak for themselves. In baseline accuracy tests, we check the accuracy of 8 temperature points ranging from 100 degrees Celsius up to 1,149 degrees Celsius. And because DwyerOmega offers special limits of error at no additional costs on all our industrial thermocouple probes, our probes stayed solidly within tolerance, while the competitors' probes did not. And for the insulation resistance test, we checked the insulation resistance of each probe at ambient temperature with 500 volts DC, and our probes came out on top with 0 insulation failures. For the thermal shock test, we cycled the temperature for each probe with a 20-second heat-up time from 29 degrees Celsius up to 1,090 degrees Celsius, and then a 40-second cool-down time back to 29 degrees Celsius. And after 3 punishing rounds at 2,000 cycles for each round, the Omega probes perform best in accuracy, durability, and consistency. As with any thermocouple probe, accuracy drift is the enemy. To combat accuracy drift, DwyerOmega only uses a fine-grained, high-purity magnesium oxide insulation, resulting in less stress on the thermocouple alloy wires during assembly, while our competitor's insulation starts as a rigid, pre-formed magnesium oxide tube that is crushed during the manufacturing process, putting much more stress on the alloy wires. And our proprietary manufacturing process eliminates any pre-existing moisture inside the sheath during assembly, because even the slightest bit of moisture inside a probe can expand and condense during heating and cooling, resulting in failure due to a short or accuracy drift. Accuracy drift can also be caused by metal from the sheath leaching into the thermocouple's internal alloy wires over time. But our Super Omegaclad XL probes feature a dual-wall sheath that eliminates contamination of alloys over the long haul. And keep in mind, all DwyerOmega thermocouple probes are manufactured in-house at our assembly plant in southern New Jersey, while many resellers' probes are outsourced to various locations, so you really don't know whose probe you're getting. So make a long-term investment in accuracy and durability with DwyerOmega industrial thermocouple probes.